Hello everybody, I know it might be dark and light, it's because I didn't really want to turn on the lights, and it's, anyways, I guess a special effect for you on a budget. So, yeah. Anyways, so today I had to go to my doctor again. I went to him last week because of having pain and just not feeling good, and he said that I was reinfected. We weren't sure by what, either a tick, mosquito, or whatever. It's kind of hard for people to realize that ticks are not the only things that can carry this disease. Any other insect that can bite you can transmit Lyme disease or other diseases or bacteria. Some people can get it through a blood transfusion, as well as it being passed down from mom to child, or there's not a lot of proof, but some people have became sick from it being an STD. Anyways, so Sunday I was like, something is on me that wasn't on me before. So I was like, I texted my friend and I was like, I need you to look at something because I think that I might have gotten bit by a tick. And so I waited until she got home later that night. So she looked at it and she was like, yes, there's a tick attached to you still. I was like, great. We have the proper tool that you should use. A lot of people have been talking about different tools, ones that twist, ones that pull wrong, and ones that are just like a pop opener. Those are not really that good. This is a proper tick tool. It is a Tick Pro remedy that you can get off of Amazon. We bought like 7 of these or so, and she gave them to family members and friends and stuff. So I got one. Anyways, so she took this and she tried doing the correct way of removing the tick, but because of how the tick was already in me and the positioning of it, she tried to get it out and the head broke off into me. So it's still there. I called my doctor Monday and I was like, I was bit by a tick and the head broke off and it is inside me, so I need my doctor to remove it. And so I went there today, and it was an interesting visit. At first, they thought that I was bit by my pet snake, and yeah, so I cracked up a little. The nurse cracked up a little, and my doctor cracked up a little because the nurse who was like looking at my chart and stuff was like, "You got bit by your pet snake? Where?" I was like, "I don't even own a pet snake, but And I go, "I got bit by a tick on my butt, of all places. It could have been worse. It could be in between your legs. It could be on your groin. It could be, those places. But, I cracked a joke that it must have been a male because of where it bit me on. Yeah. The nurse got a kick out of that. And, I guess when I'm anxious and stuff and I'm not feeling well, I use humor as the icebreaker, basically. So, but anyway, so my doctor was like, he looked at it and he was like, you are definitely reinfected, and we can't use Doxy on you because you're allergic to it. And so I was like, yeah. So he goes, well, the only thing that we could try is amoxicillin for this long. So I am going to be on amoxicillin to see if it will help with the fevers and stuff that I'm dealing with, as well as the pain that's changed, and basically to fight the infection that's happening. I was bit by a American dog tick, I have the tick, and we are going to more than likely just send it out, even though all they do here in Kansas is tell you what type of tick it is. They don't tell you about what's in the tick, they just tell you what type of tick it is, which we already know. But maybe we can just give it to my doctor and he could run tests on it and see what it's carrying. But it's definitely carrying Lyme and other stuff, because I actually have the tall tailed rash, the bullseye rash. For those of you who don't realize that it's actually a tall tail, because, like I said, not a lot of people get the rash or ever remembering the rash. So what I'm doing, since I already have it and everything, is antibiotic. So I guess we'll see how it goes, and I wanted to share my interesting story and my battle with being bit by a tick once again. And for those of you who didn't know, well, or caught on, I have chronic Lyme disease that doctors don't recognize, or CDC. My doctor that I go to actually does recognize it because he has had it himself. So, I guess that's kind of luck. In the meantime, I don't know what we're going to do about removing the head of the tick out of me. Either my friend's going to try again, or we're just going to go somewhere else to get it removed. My doctor thinks that it's going to just fall out on its own. There's a possibility that it can, but the concept of leaving it in as long as it might take is I can get more infections through it, and that's definitely not good. So I did want to do the Lyme Sucks challenge again. This is my second time. I had a bigger Lyme that time, so I'm just going to use the little one that I have. And what you do is you take a bite out of Lyme. That's one challenge. The other challenge is suck it dry, and it's to try to help raise an awareness for Lyme disease, since not a lot of people know about it, and there's a lot of people who suffer from it and don't have a voice. So I want to try to spread the knowledge of Lyme and continue my story, and hope that I can share anything new for you all and to let you in my life, in my battle. So the facts is, I already did one. The Lyme bullseye rash is a tall tail. Not everybody gets it. The other one is testing is not accurate. It is less than 10% accurate. There were over 2 million people last year infected with Lyme disease, and there's more this year, more than likely. Last year we had an increase in Lone Star ticks. My friend that is helping me had a Lone Star tick attached to her earlier this summer. Well, in the spring. They're everywhere. Ticks do not sit there and die when it's winter. They actually can wait for about 3 years to feast on somebody or something. And so there's more, but I'll wait until the next video. And I hope I can sit there and educate you all and let you in inside look of my life and what I endure. And stay tuned for the next video. Here's the Lyme. Seeds are not your friend. And there you go. Lyme is done. And hope you all stay tuned for the next video.